Hey, what's going on, YouTube? Hey, look, I have a special request. Know this guy, he contacted me on the channel. Yeah, I picked up, I guess you could say, I don't know. I don't smoke cigars. I don't smoke cigarettes now. I think I smoked one cigarette today. I'm transforming back over to just sucking down the juices on a cigar. Just drool in it and suck it back out, you know, chew on it. But yeah, at least I ain't smoking, you know. I don't know. Either way it goes, it's the hardest thing I ever had to try to quit. Hopefully I can. At least I quit smoking, man. I don't want to die of lung cancer. Might die of gall cancer or something. But anyway, back to the special request. Somebody has sent me a special request. They said they wanted to know how to wire up a gas furnace squirrel cage blower out of a house. And this is what it looks like. This is a squirrel cage out of a HVAC unit out of a house. This is the one that comes. It goes on the inside of the house. It's multi-speed. It's 110 volts, and I'm going to show you today how to wire it up. This is a multi-switch, but I can show you how to either use a multi-switch or wire it up to where you're only using one switch, a single pole switch, single throw, you know, to just wire at one speed and then tape off the rest of the wires. This particular deal, I've wired this squirrel cage to my heater. I love this heater. I got it on its wheels now. That's actually a creeper. My tank, my little table, it rolls around the shop. It's mobile, it goes wherever I want it to go. As long as I got a plug and some propane, I think it works awesome. I usually didn't like running these propane heaters, but when I put more airflow through it, it seems to work to me just as good as the diesel in it. I don't have to smell them kerosene or a diesel heater. I don't have to smell the fumes. This thing is working awesome for me. But anyway, let's go in here and do some schooling. Okay. What we got over here are these wires. We got your black, your red, your white, and your yellow. Okay? The wires that come to the capacitor, you're not going to be hooking up none of those. The capacitor has its own wire. Sometimes they're brown, in this case they're black. Oh yeah, here's a blue. The blue is another speed. All your colors here are the different speeds, high, low, medium. This is the main important one to worry about. This is the neutral wire. So, and you might say, well then, how do I know what side on the plug is neutral? The side that has the bigger end. The side that has this bigger end right here. Well, on a plug, the bigger, fatter end is neutral. Okay, so let's draw us a diagram. Here's your plug, and this is your neutral wire. Okay, and then you have a little round one sometimes. That's ground. The ground wire you screw to any metal surface of the fan. Okay? And here's your motor right here. Okay, and then it has all these different colors of wires coming out of it. It's got, you know, try to be kind of neat with it. It's got a red wire, a blue wire, a black wire. Anyway, we're just saying these are different speeds, high, medium, and low, you know. I don't want to go over there and look at the schematic, and I always had to remind myself because I got ADD to look, but I believe the black wire is high, The red wire is, I get those two mixed up, and the yellow. See, that's a 4-speed fan. Well, anyway, this wire is white. Okay? Your neutral wire on your plug is going to go to your white. The fat side of that plug is going to go to your white. That's your neutral. Okay? And then this other side, this is your hot. That's going to go over here. And you're going to go to a switch. Okay, if you only have a single phase switch, which is just breaks the circuit, that's what we're going to start off with, so you'll understand. That's a switch. It breaks the circuit, closes the circuit. You got your one wire coming in, that's going to be your hot wire. Okay, and then when you come out of your switch, you can either go to your black, or you can go to your blue, but it's very important, you do not put voltage on any of these wires, any of your speeds at the same time. It will smoke the motor. It will burn up the motor. If you put hot to black, blue, and yellow, it'll fry the motor. So you're only able, when you got a single stage switch, you're only able to hook up one speed at a time. Or you can get a multi-stage switch that's not a single switch. You can get a multi-stage switch that has different settings on it. It's a turn switch. It looks like this. You can get them at Home Depot. And on the inside of there, they got where you hook a hot. You hook your hot, and then it has 2 or 3 terminals, whichever one your multi-switch is. It has all these little terminals which delivers voltage to one wire at a time. And that's when you can wire all your little wires into your switch. But you do not want to make the mistake of hooking up the hot to all these different speeds at once. It will smoke the motor and you're done. You're done with the motor then. You done messed it up. So it's important that when you just want to put a pigtail on it, you can bypass all these switches and everything. You can just hook the pigtail, which is the neutral side, the fat side of that plug, to the white. And then hook the other side to one of these wires, either blue or black or red or yellow, and it'll blow. Most people, they don't really care about having different speeds. They want it fast as it'll go. But in this case, on this fan over here, I wanted to have multi-speeds because I wanted to be able to control the air that comes out of this hole. I can turn it down low over here, and it turns down the airflow really low, and then I can turn this down to low. Well, this is already on low. Or I can crank it up to high, and then crank this on high. And it really throws that heat in my shop very well. I'm so glad that I invented this, because this unit only came with one fan, and it only pushed so much air out of that hole. I was kind of worried about having too little air or not enough air on that setup, but actually the way that thing is designed is, I'll explain it to you. The point between here and here, if you blow a lot of air, you can put your hand around here and you can feel the air blowing, and it mixes with the heat. There's actually a lot more air. There's a lot of air coming out this little crack right here, and it works both ways. Then you got your little holes in there, as you can see. It only lets so much air. It's hard to get in there. All them little holes right there, the system is designed to only let so much air go through there, and that's just so many holes. There's only so much air going to be able to be pushed through. The rest of the air diverts around that ring I showed you. But anyway, I hope y'all didn't lose y'all, and I hope I helped out my subscriber. I'll go through it with you one more time. The fat side of your plug, the one that's got a bigger blade than the other one, is your neutral wire. And your neutral wire is going to run over here to your fan motor, and you're going to hook up the neutral to the white. The other side is your hot. The hot wire can only be delivered power to one of these color wires at a time. Do not energize all, don't energize two, don't energize three. You can't energize any but one at a time. And then you'll be able to make your fan work. And you can turn an everyday squirrel cage that came out of a gas furnace into an everyday fan like I use. I used to fix them up and paint them and everything whenever I was a heating and air install guy. I used to do a lot of fans and sell them online for like $50. You pull them out of a unit, wire it up. Sometimes I'd get fancy and put a plug and switch on it. You know, I mean a switch on it like that, but people don't want to pay the extra money to have it all, you know. So I just put a pigtail on it and plug it in and it comes on, you know. And I would sell them like crazy. And anyway, that's how you do that. And it's coming along on the Mustang. We got all of our panels together, all of our window trim. I had to get that installed. I had to make this window work. The gears were all frozen up in it. I had to put WD-40 on it, put the mirror on. I got to do the same thing with this and clean all this up with an SOS pad or some steel wool polish, you know. Same thing back here. Got all the trim that goes to the window around the window. Got to put all that back on. Put the bumper back on. Hit that with some steel wool. Maybe spend some attention on those ugly ass rims. I just don't go with that Mustang. I don't understand. They're ugly. I think the only thing that those kind of rims look good on, to me, in my personal opinion, are pickups. I don't think they look too good on cars. But then again, my advice or my opinion won't get you a cup of tea in China. Anyway, I'll catch y'all later. Until next time, Limpster out. Y'all be good. Leave the comments below if you want to add anything or have an opinion on it. Hey, I'm all open ears. See y'all later.